Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back today with a quick update video in the return here of Quasar and his Trials event, but more importantly, to actually unlock the 7 red stars, as this is the first time that this is coming into the game with his full opportunity of shards now being available. Now, guys, I wanted to make this video as soon as possible because we were able to actually get through most of it here. As you can see, the section I was not able to go forward into was what respectively requires either Thunderbolt, Accursed, or the Quasar nodes. Now, good, guys, this is really cool. You don't actually even need the Accursed team at all, as you can see in this final section, because you can do most of it, actually, with 2 teams, Vigilante and Thunderbolts. And as you can see on screen here, why I wanted to stop right here was because you can actually get the 7 red here by just doing 10 nodes. With the mods, I'll show you real quickly here. But the 7 red, obviously, you can see right there being available for Quasar. If you go beyond that and you can utilize some of the Thunderbolt members for those other nodes, there's a possibility that we can actually push even into these final milestones. But at the end of the day, the most important reward for this event is actually getting as many high red stars as you can for Quasar, and obviously giving you that opportunity for diamond opportunity. So yeah, it's been awesome, guys. Again, you don't necessarily need a curse built up. This is why I was saying all of last week that this could be a potential trap event in terms of just wasting and using resources on a team, to be quite frankly. Is not really that good outside of Cosmic Crucible. And as you can see right here, I mean, I've barely put anything into them. Only reason Mordo is even built up is the fact that he actually is coming in with me to the Age of X. So let me show you guys the mods real quickly. We'll go through the nodes high level, but to be honest, guys, I just autoed most of the nodes. There's no really specific hard node with these packs or mods activated, because one of the big ones that we won't be using is the Cosmic Crucible. I think there's a node here, I forget which one, but there was a mixture of some Omega Red variants with the Phoenix Force in addition to Phoenix. That one could be potentially tricky if you have the Cosmic Crucible bonuses activated, but then that would benefit your Accursed team, right? So that's why it's kind of a double-edged sword. It would benefit your Accursed team if you're bringing them up into these nodes. However, it's a lot easier without them, and to be honest, I just autoed most of the nodes. There was nothing, no sort of strategy. I just went in and hit auto, and it was simple as that because of the synergy and the powerhouse that Quasar is. So guys, let me show you real quickly here the mods that I utilize and why they're important, and then I'll show you the team dynamics and even the levels and ISO 8s. So you can see here, Harbinger of Annihilus, on spawn Quasar gaining the following traits: Vigilante, Thunderbolt, Accursed, Fantastic Four. The most important upgrade right here. You have to make sure this is activated because it makes Quasar benefit with every single team that's part of the Harbinger chapter. We have this other mod that's called Quasar, gaining additional damage, as you can see, with the assist chance, and as well also having speed up and safeguard. Just makes them into an absolute powerhouse. The other things I've added as well, even though we did not use Fantastic Four characters, it just adds a bit of mods and doesn't impact us, right? So you can see Fire Temperament benefiting mainly the Human Torch there. Evasive maneuvers with the bio characters gaining evasion, so that helps out our Thunderbolts team. We have Grim Determination benefiting the Thing. Home field advantage, all city characters gaining significant added bonuses there. That mainly benefits the Vigilante team. We have bio armor, where essentially gives Thunderbolts some additional safeguarding there, some additional protection. When a Mystic Villain character defeats an enemy, they generate ability energy. So this is going to be really useful for the Accursed team if you do build them up. And most importantly, guys, we have to make sure all raid, all ward bonuses are active, because that's how we're going to be able to benefit a lot from these team synergies. Mainly the raids, because the 2 teams we used, obviously being Vigilante and as well as Thunderbolts, really thriving here. So to be honest, guys, I'll just show you real quickly here just the team dynamics. This is great value, of course, because as you know, if you're going through the Age of X progression, Vigilante is going to be the go-to team. So that's why you see my Hitmonkey, Silver Sable, in addition to Daredevil Modern, all being gear tier 20. As I was going through this, like I said, most of it could be autoed. If you only have characters at gear tier 19, they can probably still get the difficulty 10 done. It's a luxury if you have them even higher than that, which we do. But I think the most important character of the tandem, and all the nodes that you'll go through, is without a doubt Quasar. He benefits with every single team. He's going to be generating ability energy respectively with the Vigilante team, but he just hits like an absolute truck. He's usually the damage dealer and finisher for the majority of the nodes, right? So I use the Vigilante as well as the Quasar team for literally 90% of the nodes here. So you can see here, let me just go through it. Mission 1, Mission 3, oh sorry, I missed that. Mission 2, same thing. Mission 3, same thing. Mission 4, same thing. Mission 5, same thing. Mission 6, same thing. So you can see the pattern here, right? This is going to be the go-to team. I think Vigilante just has continual energy generation and it just keeps them ongoing. And as well, it just makes sure that Quasar is also getting ability energy. He's just spamming his ultimate and special back to back. Now, where you're going to have to pivot and be forced to make a decision here is going to be these Thunderbolt Quasar nodes, because there's 2 nodes here that you can get the job done. And by the way, guys, if you added more mods here, as you can see, I stopped at 115 total. But if you say, let's say you went back and you actually added more, you could actually probably just do the 9 nodes as opposed to the 10 that I showed here. And node 9 is the issue that we had before, where there was like an initial burst of damage, but it honestly felt like they toned it down, guys. I think they got some feedback from player voice, as well as the council and maybe just the community in general, but this just felt watered down compared to the last time I did this. So super straightforward and easy. I just went in there first attempt, and like I said, and even more importantly, you just want to save on resources here. You can see my Thunderbolts are, you know, they pale in comparison to my Vigilante, just because they were never brought up for the Age of X progression, but as well, they're not needed that high for the raise, as you can see. So all of them gear tier 19, including Quasar. And if you want to save a bit, Taskmaster at gear tier 18, but he's really good for the blinds and whatnot. But again, guys, that's pretty much a formation. So Ghost is the odd individual member out, and then same thing with Mission 10. So those 2 nodes, when you do all 10 nodes completed there at the 115 mods there, that's going to allow you to get this 1.96 million points, which, by the way, if you head over here, like I said, the most important thing are the red stars here. And we do get the 7 red of Quasar there, in addition to some Crimson gear. You can push a little higher if you want, but to be honest, I think I'm probably going to stop here. I mean, the little extra Mystic gear might be nice. Actually, you can even probably do the next node or 2 to get that, but I'm not going to be shooting for this last and final milestone 15, because I think I have to activate most of the bonuses, but time for effort, I don't know if I want to do that. And to be honest, I don't know if I want to jack up or invest anything, guys. So this is why it's always most important, ladies and gentlemen, to always think about the big picture. And remember, to not to overinvest, right? We knew that there's a potential that the Accursed team might be the bottleneck for this, but it looks like it's not. And now I feel for all the players that potentially may have wasted resources on this team, because you may not need them, right? But again, at the end of the day, you could actually just strive for doing as well as you can. And they do say that every team is important, but you know, gotta agree to disagree there, because especially if there's certain game modes you don't prioritize, may not make sense, right? But anyways, guys, hope this is helpful. Let me know what you think, comments below. Hopefully this is able to help you guys get through and maximize the rewards as we did here with Quasar. And not even half an hour, actually, just quite quickly. The event's pretty straightforward and easy. So hope this helps, guys. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.